What's up, YouTube? We're here with yet another head install on 2017 6-gen Chevy Camaro SS drop top. So got this red thing right here. That thing looks so good. It is a drop top, so you know how we rolling. So what we doing on this car today, we're gonna do a head install. So we're installing speed engineering headers on this Camaro SS. Right now it already has an intake, a cold air intake. It has a MSD Atomic Air Force intake manifold. He also has a throttle body, but it's not installed yet. He needs to get a tune. So he has a throttle body, and then he has the E85 kit that we're waiting on right now. So he'll be full bolt-on by next week with a tune. So it's gonna be moving. And then exhaust wise, he only has a muffler delete, and it sounds pretty good. I'm gonna let y'all hear a cold start. Right, well, not a cold start. I'm gonna let you hear idle and rev in a second. But we're gonna go ahead and start knocking this out. So far, I've went ahead and taken the cold air intake off. I'm gonna go ahead and get this part of the intake taken off. Along with that, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the spark plug, the coil wires out, the spark plug wires, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get the steering shaft disconnected, get this heat shield off on this side. Then I'm gonna go under, get everything disconnected, get that header taken apart. And then on this side, I'm gonna go ahead and take this. I'm gonna take this cross mount off also. And then along with that, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this coolant reservoir out the way. And then, shoot, we're gonna get the trucking. So, I'm gonna hit y'all up on the next step. So right now, I just took the heat shield off. I went ahead and got the steering rack bolt out. Along with that, I got the intake out. So the intake's sitting right here. Along with that, I got the strut support taken off. I got the heat shield taken off. Now after this, I'm gonna go down to the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and get the exhaust disconnected, and once I come back up top, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get these boots off the spark plugs. These are always the hardest. Like they just fit on there so snug. They're always the hardest. This is the easiest because I have so much space. Once I do that, then I'll disconnect that steering rack. Along with that, I'm gonna go ahead and take these headers apart, pull them out, and then get that driver's side put in. And then once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and start on passenger side. Passenger side is a little bit more challenging, just because you do have to move this reservoir. So once you move this reservoir, you move everything over, you get the spark plug wires pulled out, get that heat shield off, and repeat. It's pretty simple though. It's just a lot getting to it. But yeah, go ahead and get this thing knocked out. I had kind of had myself delayed just because I went and picked up my IROC from the shop. So just trying to get back on track and get everything back put together. So catch y'all on the next step. So I got the driver's side header out. So this is a stock one. It's an aftermarket one. And then like once you get it out, like it's open. So you get all this open space. Slide the gas back in there. It's pretty simple though. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's pretty simple. All it is maneuvering. Like I bent that heat shield right there. I'm gonna bend it back. And then also this one. You get extension, you get O2 extensions, and then you get new gaskets. The gaskets are right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these O2 extensions plugged in, and then get this other header pulled out. I'm gonna have to move this, like I said before. Go ahead and get this moved out the way, and then get that one off. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next part. Well, let me show y'all under the car also. So I did have to cut this bracket because the way it was pinched onto that onto this pipe. But this is what it looks like once you pull the header out. Like, it's room for so much fun. I'm gonna get all this cleaned up and then start on the other side. It should be pretty simple because I don't have to mess with this pipe. But yeah, let y'all know when I get it done. Then I gotta we gotta order some MSD plugs because, as you see, the coil wires are touching the headers. So once I get those MSD plugs, then they'll be a lot skinnier and they'll fit there. And we'll go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap these headers though with some heat wrap. It's right here. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap those just so that it'll save the wires while his new ones come in. So should go ahead and get this finished up because I should be in the house right now. So I have both of the headers off. I have these headers. I'm trying to fit them in, but I'm having a hard time. They're getting stuck like right there. Then whenever I try to bring them in through the top, they do the same thing. Like, they'll get caught on the headers. So I mean on the melter mount. So right now I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get these in, so I can get this mug put back together. So I ended up taking the starter out right there, and I'm still having a few problems trying to get it past that motor mount. It's like these convertibles are impossible to get headers on, but I'm gonna get this mug on there, trust me. So I did have to go ahead and take the head cover off also. I'm gonna leave the heads on there just because I don't have to take those off, just to slide the header down. So I'm gonna try to get that header down now. Hopefully I get that down there so I can start getting everything put back together. The tear down is the longest part. When you put it back together, it's the easiest part, quickest part, I should say. So I got the headers down there. I'm gonna go ahead and slide the gasket on there, start getting these bolts in there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put the head cover back on, and then, well, the valve cover. Along with that, get the coils put back in, spark plug, boots, and then from there I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta get that starter back in. That's the main thing. This mother not gonna start at all. So it did get kind of late on me. So I right now I had the intake cone in, have this side all buttoned up. I did get the header down on this side. I got all the wires ran. Now I have to just get all this connected back on here, and then along with that I'm gonna go ahead and get I did get the valve covers back on, got the coil packs back on. Let's see, under here got the starter back on. I do have to pull this O2 sensor out and then finish cutting this so it'll fit up to it, and then I'll go get it welded in the morning. But I did get the starter back in. Start it right there. Then I also got I gotta put the heat shield on there. So yeah, the headers are in. Gotta get the old pipe out the way, and then get a few more things buttoned up, and I hit y'all up with the progress after that. So I got the coolant reservoir put back right there. I gotta add some coolant in there. MSD intake, everything on there. We got the K&N intake right here. K&N Cold Air Intake. I'm tripping. All right. It's late, so yeah, got everything all plugged back in, connected. I gotta go back and plug the battery in, and then along with that, got the headers all on top, all in there. Got these pipes tied up until until we get it refabbed in the morning. What else? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this battery back in, and then shoot, it's kind of late out. It's late right now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the car. I'm gonna get it the cold start. Then I'm gonna drive it to like a gas station somewhere, and then once I get to the gas station, I'm gonna talk about the car, let y'all hear the car and everything like that. Cause I don't want to disturb my neighbors. They already complain enough, so yeah, gotta make sure they straight. So this is the cold start at the headers. So boom, we got the headers installed. They're already starting to get their color. Along this side, you can't really see them. Let's see, boom. So this car. So right now it's coming out right here. I got those tied up until they get welded on. So they get welded on tomorrow, and then it'll be good from there. This sounds a lot better than it does now. This thing is so freaking loud. Let me give it a rev right quick. But yeah, that's the end of the video, and shit, like, I know I'll get the rest of it tomorrow or whenever, but this is the rest of the video. It's a header install on a 17 Camaro SS. Shoot, let's get it. start up after the exhaust has been welded. It's not misfiring anymore. They must sound just like Kendall car. Get that tune, it's gonna be so fast. Nothing on right now. Feel it. You been asking what fun.